What up, guys? Today we are back again with another album review, and today we're going to be reviewing the brand new album and project by Bruno Mars, one of the most talented singers out in the last century. This album is The Romantic, and this is his follow-up to 2016's 24 Karat Magic. So about a 10-year hiatus, so this is big, grand return. He did have a collaboration project in 2021 with Anderson .Paak, Silk Sonic, which I really did enjoy. So let's go ahead and just dive right into the review. The first song is Risk It All. On this song, he's talking about how he's willing to risk it all for the person he is in love and do anything to be with them. And he's kind of had similar subject matter like this before. In one of his breakout singles, Grenade, he, I think, demonstrated that message a little bit more in a little bit more of a catchy way and a more so grand way of saying it. And a way that more symbolizes what it truly means to risk it all for someone, and to be able to go to great lengths to be with someone. This song's good. It has a very heavily salsa influence. It starts out with this nice mariachi band playing at the start of the song, and it just kind of keeps that salsa kind of Spanish influence for this song and the second track on the project. As far as the song, he does take heavily from My Way by Frank Sinatra with his delivery and his rhythm on the track. It's a good song, but nothing super crazy. It's decent at best. Nice little love song. The next song is Cha Cha Cha, kind of keeping that Spanish influence. This one, it's okay. It's not a bad record. But the whole kind of consensus around this project and its rollout is that Bruno Mars kind of is slipping into the same 3 to 5 pockets for records. Like, this record sounds and reminds me a lot of Skate from his project with Anderson .Paak. The way he's delivering it, the build-up to the chorus, I mean, it just seems a little bit stripped back and not as much of a groovy vibe as Skate did have. Kind of pulling a lot from that 80s, 70s influence. This more has that Spanish influence, but still very similar with the delivery and kind of the subject matter and the overall presence of his delivery on the track. It's good, but nothing too special or stand out. The song is I Just Might. This was the lead single off the project, and I'm going to be honest, this is the best song on the whole album. I'm going to be upfront with that. This definitely pulls a lot from his first project, Doo-Wops and Hooligans, definitely diving into that old bag, that old signature Bruno Mars sound. Of that, 70s kind of doo-wop sound that he kind of made himself famous with and kind of helped revitalize in the modern times. Overall, I think it's the best record, like I said, on the whole project. I really enjoy his voice on the record. Comes through super, super catchy hook. Definitely one for the radio. Definitely gives off a nice summertime vibe. But again, it sounds like Bruno Mars, just like signature. I mean, it just sounds like another, Bruno Mars record. It sounds like a record he's made a million times over. Is it bad? No, but it's definitely the best song on the project. But again, it just sounds like keep going into the same bags of tricks over and over again. I mean, it seems like he's pulling just from that first project of his. It seems like this could have just been a throwaway from that album, But definitely the best song on this project. Next song was God Was Showing Off. This song, another love song, talking about how God was showing off when he made the person that Bruno Mars is singing about, how beautiful she is and all that good stuff. It's a nice little sappy love song. I like it. There's no bad songs on this album, but kind of similar to Risk It All or Cha Cha Cha. They just fall a little flat for me. But yeah, not a bad record. Nice little song. Next song is Why You Want to Fight With Me. This one, I mean, it's, again, not bad, but this sounds like him just diving back into one of the 5 bags he has, you know? This sounds very reminiscent to a lot of stuff on, the Silk Sonic record with Anderson .Paak. I mean, this sounds a little similar to, Leave the Door Open kind of vibes. It's not bad, but just kind of recycling and remaking the same record and just slapping a new kind of title on it or slowing it down a little bit. But I mean, I don't know. I wanted something a little bit more from him on this project, and it seems like he's kind of just playing it safe. This song is On My Soul. This one has a groovy bass line and some really nice funky trumpets layered into the track, which I really enjoy. Definitely picks up the pace on the track list. I enjoy the record, of course, but I do still feel like it's falling a little flat. The only song that really stands out is I Just Might, but this one, I mean, picks up the pace, but still falling a little flat for me. He's talking about how he's kind of still willing to do anything to be with someone and all the things he's willing to sacrifice. It's not a bad, record, but falling flat. The song is Something Serious. The track is experimenting a little bit as far as the production-wise. It's kind of got that, Jamaican reggae kind of Congo vibe to it, which I appreciate him for experimenting and trying out with some different sounds. But his delivery, still playing a little safe. And then as far as subject matter, falls flat again. I mean, it's nothing new that we haven't heard from him before. It's a good track, though. Definitely one of the more interesting records on the project. The next song is Nothing Left, and on this track, he is talking about how he's reaching out to a girl and trying to kind of find that spark, but there's nothing left, and he's trying to find, something, and he's looking in her eyes, and he can't find, quite where the magic went. And I think it's something that is familiar, subject matter for Bruno Mars, and I think something a lot of people can relate to in life, which is always nice for an artist to be able to, put in subject matter that their audience can relate to, because I feel like that brings the audience a lot closer to the artist. Because not everyone's a fucking millionaire, not everyone's going out partying every fucking weekend or on yachts and shit. So, subject matter that's familiar and that the audience can relate to is always appreciated. This one definitely one of my more favorite records on the project. I like this one, and I definitely can see me putting this one probably in my rotation. Even though it is more of a slower love song, I definitely like this one a lot. The 9th and last track on the project is Dance With Me, and on this one he is singing about how he just wants his lover to kind of have one last dance with him, and just a slow dance track, which I really think is a nice way to close out the project. It's a very nice, beautiful record. Overall, I kind of like I expressed throughout this whole review, I'm a little disappointed. I was expecting a little more, especially after 10 years with no solo work out. So this being his grand return, falling a little flat for me. I Just Might and then Nothing Left are the only songs I'll probably come back to on this project, which is sad because Bruno Mars was one of my favorite artists growing up, and he was actually the first artist I ever went to see in concert, and he's definitely not bad, but I think he just needs to experiment a little bit more as far as his own solo work. You see him going out and experimenting with people like Lady Gaga and that one, oh god, I'm going to insert the record right here. I don't even remember the name of the track, but the one record he did with the K-pop star, excuse me for not remembering the name off the top of my head. But yeah, he needs to experiment a little bit more within his own solo work, not just his collaborations he does with other people. But the album, yeah, felt a little boring to me at times. I realized he's going for this more slower romantic sound, which I think he delivered, but I think he also played it really safe. I feel like a lot of these songs could have been on his, first 3 solo projects, or even some throwaways from his project with Anderson .Paak. It's not bad. All the songs are good, but definitely play it safe and a little disappointing. I mean, I was expecting a little bit more experimentation, something new, a new sound from him, a real revitalization of his career, and him just to come over and take and sweep over the fucking charts and the award shows, and I don't think that's necessarily going to hit the mark with this. Overall, I'm going to give the album a 8.3. I did enjoy it. Obviously, all the songs are good. It's Bruno Mars. He's not really going to make bad records. I could probably count the bad Bruno Mars songs on probably one hand, and I would still have 3 fingers left over. But let me know what you guys thought of the project down in the comments below, and make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out my brand new book, The Simplicity Complexity of Life, if you have not yet. Link is going to be down in the description, and till next time, peace out.